live on my Android device to make sure that we are live. We still have like 4 minutes or so.
Yeah. Yep. I just had a chat with Ryan Bowen today. I post the first part, yeah, and then I will post the second part. Okay, I think it started, right? Yep. Yeah.
I will refresh it.
Şey getirir misin? Yep.
I think we are live, yes.
Yes, soon they are coming.
Is there any background noise from me?
Yeah, some sound come, but I don't know what it is. Like a kid sound came and then something like that.
Yes, kids are there, but so I will mute the
hello
device.
Guys, hello. Okay, Dave also came. Now we're waiting for Gennady. Hello guys. Hello everyone. Aleykümselam kardeşim.
Hello guys. Hi.
Hello Dave, how are you? Good to see you. I think he doesn't hear us, maybe. No, we don't hear you, maybe. Just, I don't know if you hear us. No. You need to click on there.
Can you hear me, Dave? Nah.
He needs to touch the screen and from bottom. Maybe I need to touch screen, but I don't know how to. Yeah, he's connecting the audio now.
More and more people are joining the chat, which is good. Strongest man from the West is here, Lagia is saying. Obviously, it's truth. Yeah.
Okay, I think I got it working.
Yep.
Yep, we can hear you.
So how can you turn this phone sideways just to make the screen cool? Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Better?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're waiting for Gennady to come, and till he comes, let's chat. So Dave, we have been seeing you on social media. You look very, very dangerous. Like, is it like, is it okay to say that you are in one of your best forms, or?
Well, I mean, some of those pictures, I'm pumped up after a workout. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, I look big in that picture, but it's after, I've pulled like 38 matches in a row. So I got a lot of, blood flow in my arm, but I feel good. I'm ready. I'm really looking forward to this match. I'm in good shape. I'm as healthy as I've been in, recent years, giving all the injuries and nonsense I've dealt with. So I'm really looking forward to this match.
Yeah. I kind of feel that, after you got top rolled by a few guys, you started to develop, instead of the pure wrist control, like side pressure, you started to go more like pronator control, outer side pressure. Am I correct? After a point of
that's the name of the game. You lose some matches here and there, and you work on your weaknesses. You change just a few things here and there. just
Yeah.
tweak a few things, and now you have a couple weapons in your arsenal, and you become a little more dangerous, I think, over the last couple of years. So I've definitely changed things up a little bit, and actually I like that move a lot better. It's a lot easier on my elbow. So
yeah. So, but what I'm just trying to say that whenever you pull Gennady some years ago, and if we compare that time with this time, I think that you are like, how to say, you developed a better outside skill, the pronator skill compared to that time, because I think at that time you were just trying to develop that kind of pulling, but now I think you are kind of more trained for that way of pulling. Am I wrong, or can we say that way?
You're correct. You're definitely correct. I just started doing some things back then, so it's been a few years, since I started, training that thing. So you're definitely right on that.
Yeah. So, so whenever we think that that you beat, the way that you beat Gennady was outside, now we can say that we will see a Dave who is even more experienced about that kind of pulling, and you just proved that when you pull against Kurdesha. And so what I'm just saying that, in my opinion, Gennady is stronger and better than the time that he pulled against you. But I also believe that the way that you are planning to pull on 21st, I think you are also better than the last time you pull him. I'm not saying you are stronger, but I am saying that you are more effective because you became more experienced the way that, as we talked, a few minutes ago. Yeah, so I'm just saying that everyone is expecting, including me, a better, stronger Gennady, but I think that we will also see a better Dave than the last time.
Absolutely, yeah. We're both going to be 100% prepared for this match. It's going to be a little bit different, me, a little bit different Gennady, and I know he's wanted revenge for a long time, so he's going to be real fired up. But I would never take Gennady lightly. He's one of the best of all time, so it's going to be fireworks when this match takes place.
Yeah. He just came, so here is your opponent. Hello, Gennady. You hear us?
Guess me train again.
How are you?
There you go.
Yeah, good. And you?
Good.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Can you also tell him that I say that I believe that we are gonna see a stronger, better Gennady than the last time they met, but does he realize that the Dave that he's gonna face is more experienced about the outside pulling than the last time he faced?
გენა მოგესალმა და ასეთი კითხვა დაგისვა რომ ჩვენ რა თქმა უნდა ვიცით რომ შენ უკეთეს ფორმაში ხარ ვიდრე წინა შეხვედრაზე იყავი თქვენ ორი როდესაც ერთმანეთს შეხვდით 2018 წელს და ეხა მაგის აპასუხოთ ასე ვთქვათ ასეთი
Is it my connection or his connection?
Tavshiris problema არის, ცოტა მაგრამ გავიგე რა შეგეკითხე.
გაძლიერებული არის, outside გარედან.
Dave, can you hear me clearly, Dave?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
I get it.
His connection is bad, or?
I think my connection is bad.
გავიგე შეკითხვა. ხო, მოკლედ
Gennady heard me and now he's answering.
ხო, დეივიდ შევხვდი, როცა შევხვდი მე მაგ წელს ტრავმა მივიღე დარბაზში ლევან საგინაშვილთან. და ლევანისთან მაგიდო წავაგე ფინალი მსოფლიოს ფინალი მაგიდო წავაგე და თითქოს და მორჩენილი მქონდა უკვე იმდენად არ მაწუხებდა კურდეშასთან გამიწყდა გამიწყდა რაღაცა გაიხსნა მხეს ცოტაზე. ნუ ეს მაწუხებდა დეივიდს რო შევხვდი. ამ ტრავმიდან დაახლოებით შევხვდი დეივიდს რაღაც თვენახევარში. აქედან გამომდინარე მოხდა იქ ეგრე მაგ რეზულტატი მაგითო დაიდო თორე მე გაცილებით მეტი შემეძლო მაშინას და მის მერე მე გავძლიერდი რა ვიცი ძალიან მოუმატე ასე რომ ვთქვათ
და ტრამვაც იმდენად აღარ აქვს, ხო ასე?
არა, ტრაუმა აღარ მაქვს რა, ტრაუმა აღარ მაქვს. უკეთეს ფორმაშიც ვარ, მე ყველასთან პრეტენზია მაქვს, რა ვიცი, ხელს გადაწევის, არაფერი პრობლემა არ მაქვს საერთოდ. დეივიდ შევთან შეხვედრის მერე მე გადავწყვიტავ კიდე იქ ვიტყვი ვისთან მინდა შეხვედრა, მას დავტოვებ ამ ეტაპზე საიდუმლოდ, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, ჩემთვის რომ წინასწარ არ გამომივიდეს თქმა. დანარჩენ მე დეივიდთან საბრძოლველად მზად ვარ მატჩ რევანშისთვის და დეივს პატარა ხუმრობას გაუგზავნი, ხამარი წამოიღოს თუ იმედი აქვს მოგების.
გასაგებია, მაგასაც გადავთავთ. So guys, Gennady answered pretty in details. Basically, he's saying that he started his answer by the explanation of what was the reasons precisely that he lost against Dave, and it was because before that event, in the same year, 2018, we are talking about, he lost his finals on the WAF championship against Levan, and then he injured himself. And that injury also got overwhelmed by the Moldova event when he faced Kurdecha. And all these together was like summed up during this meeting, pulling against Dave. And so that's why he came up with that result. This is his explanation. But today he said, I also made sure that he answered. So he said that basically he's injury free. He's completely healed. He's healed. He's ready. And he said that he would be willing to pull somebody else. He has already in plan, but for now he's not gonna say any names. But after he pulls Dave and he's certain that he will win, then he will announce his next opponent, potentially who he wants to pull. And he said that this type of kind of joking, friendly joking words about Dave. Dave, you should bring your belt. If you are so sure that you win.
Your connection is again gone, just
bring your belt and
Gennady, do you have anyone around you that speaks English, Gennady? Because
speak.
Like we didn't understand anything. Your connection is so bad, Roman. Still bad, we don't understand anything. Yeah, I think
man. I'll make sure that connection is better. So basically, Gennady said that he's ready. He's injured. His injuries is no issue, and he said that he will also have plan of his potential opponent. And he told Dave to bring his belt, and it was kind of a friendly joke. To if he is so sure, he can bring his belt, and they will play for that belt.
Yeah, but what
I will leave soon. Oh, Gennady right now said that Dave, you have told him back in those times that if Gennady was so strong, he could take your belt, right? Unfortunately, that didn't happen back then, but now he's ready to give it a second try. That's what basically he said.
You're talking about the belt from the WAF? What's that, PL?
Look, belt is, I'm sure it's PAL belt.
Yeah, but it's not PAL belt, so he can bring. But if he's asking him to bring the belt, what is he gonna bring?
No. Gennady saying that
your connection is terrible, man. I mean, I wish that you would provide something better. We don't hear you. Man.
Matter of fact, they can also bring the belt.
Roman, I wish that you would just come here with a better
connection.
Okay,
I will leave, and so I will make sure.
Anyway, so maybe I talk with Dave now. Dave, what do you heard, about this? What do you say?
Well, just like before, Gennady, I have all the respect in the world for him, but he's got a lot of excuses of why he lost. Yeah, sure, we all have injuries. I had injuries that year. I messed up my neck. I came in and pulled anyways. you look at the match and he's like, after I beat him in the first round, it's like, oh, I was this close and this close. Well, he wasn't really this close. I beat you 3 times in a row. You got an elbow fouled, and I let you win the last match. Okay, so if it was PAL, I would bring my belt, and if we ever pull in PAL, you can definitely have a shot at this belt that's been sitting on my mantle for like 5 years now. So I'm really looking forward to this match with Gennady. He's looking past me because he already has an opponent. So yeah, that's just going to put a little fuel on my fire too. So I'm glad he's looking past this match and he's taking me so light. That's good to know.
You really believe that he's taking you lightly, or it's just like a psychological, game?
I'm just going to use that to fire me up a little bit. You know how it is. Get things, get yourself fired up. So yeah.
Yeah. And in the press conference of East versus West 2, I really thought that Michael was gonna win. And then whenever I asked him, you really believe that you're gonna win? He said, yeah, you will see tomorrow, he said, and then he really won. I really didn't expect him to win. And then, but he did. But this time again, I kind of see that, you have the edge, this is how I see your side pressure, everything just, looks amazing. And so I kind of really doubt. And, can you ask Roman, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. Yes.
You hear me? Yeah. Can you ask him? Can you ask him whenever he pulled? No disrespect. Can you ask Gennady when he trained with Revaz? He couldn't go outside against Revaz, and the times that he beat Revaz, he was hooking and beating him. So, but his outside didn't look so effective. And then going inside and beating Dave, looks like suicide. And then his outside didn't look so good. Like, does he really believe that he's gonna take his wrist and beat him?
Okay, I will ask.
But with all respect, just say that with all my respect, I'm just asking out of curiosity, just like curious. I'm curious.
Yeah, I understand, obviously. So, Gena, შენზე რა თქმა უნდა შენს ვიდეოებს უყურეს რევაზის რო ხელის გადაწევა ქონდა რევაზისთან და ასეთი რაღაც შეგვამჩნიეთო რომ რევაზის როცა მოუგო მხოლოდ მოუგო შიგნიდან ბრძოლაშიო რა ჰუკიტო გარედანო რევაზის და თუ ხელი ვერ გადაუწიაო და
გავიგე ნუ ცოტა მესმის ინგლისური გავიგე
რა სუიციდის ტოლფასიაო და გარედან ურჩევნია.
Do you think if you just turn the camera off and then just sound on, is it possible to do that for better connection? Because really, it's gonna become like so terrible. Yeah. One of the best interviews. Because
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. It's okay.
So Dave heard my question. Gennady heard my question. Now he's answering.
Okay.
Gena, შეგვიძლია უპასუხო.
ხო, მოკლედ ჯერ ერთი რო ეს სპარინგია, რაც არ უნდა იყოს ჩვენ ერთმანეთს ხელს არ ვდგენთ, რაც ლევანი მილაპარაკა ეს აბსურდია. ჩვენ ერთმანეთს ასე ვეხმარებით. არის მომენტი რომ რევაზი მუშაობს, არის მომენტი რომ მე ვმუშაობ. ეს ერთი. პლუს მაგას იმას დავამატებ, რომ რევაზი სუსტი არ არის. ნუ მე ვიტყოდი მსოფლიოში ერთ-ერთი ყველაზე მაგარი ზედაგადამწევია. უბრალოდ მაგ ბიჭი ცოტა ზარმაცი იყო და დღეობით კარგად ვარჩევს და მაიკლსაც საკმარისი პრობლემები შეექმნება ამის გამო, იმიტომ რომ ფორმაშია რევაზი. ეხლა ჩემი პრობლემა რაც არის, მე თუ არ დავისვენე, მე იმდენს ვარჯიშობ, მე თუ არ დავისვენე, ისე წონებზე ვარჯიშობ, მე ხელს ვერ გადავწევ. მე გასპარინთანაც მაგითო წავაგე. ჩვენ ვიყავით მარცხენაზე შეთანხმებული და ბოლო 3 დღეში გადავწყვიტე, ძალიან თხოვე, ეხლა გასპარინი მეგობარია ჩემი და მეც არ შევაფასე და მარჯვენაში დავთანხმდი. მაგიტომაც წავაგე მე გასპარინთან თორე მე რო ვისვენებ, მე 10 მაგი ვარ ზოგადად რა. ნუ ეს თითქმის ყველა სპორტსმენი ეგრეა, მაგრამ ჩემზე დადებითად მოქმედებს დაახლოებით 10-12 დღიანი დასვენება. ასე რომ მე მაგ ვიდეოთი ვერ გადავწყვიტავ ეხლა ზედა სუსტი მაქვს თუ ძლიერი მაქვს. ეს გამოჩნდება უშუალოდ შეჯიბრებაზე და დეივთან როგორ გადავწევ რა. მაგრამ მე იმდენი მაქვს ნავარჩები ზედა მოძრაობა, ხო, ეხლა ამ ეტაპზე. ამას დასვენება უნდა და აშკარად შედეგს მაჩვენებს.
Kasagevia. So Gennady started his answer by answering that right now Revaz is in really good shape. He is one of the best top bowlers in his opinion, in Gennady's opinion. He's really elite. basically Revaz's problem used to be like he was not that committed and not that motivated, but now since he has this motivation and all the reasons to train, now he's turning into the machine, right? Like a elite top puller in a top row position. And judging by the video from his perspective, is not accurate, right? Then he also mentioned his about his form, and he also mentioned his match versus Hermes. The reason he lost against Hermes was basically that it's like for him, for Gennady, it's like this: whenever he trains, he must not overtrain himself. He needs to take a break. He needs to rest a couple of days, maybe even a week. So, and for the first place with Hermes, it was the left-hand match. They had decided left-hand match, but like a couple days or several days prior to the event, Hermes really asked him to be a right-handed match. So then he said, okay, let's do right. And basically, just because his right hand was so overtrained, that's what Gennady says, that's what the reason. So whenever he's rested, he can pull way better. So right now he feels very confident on his right hand. Yeah. And he also said that Revaz is really top.
მოკლედ რა უთხარ იცი მე კონკრეტული დღისთვის ვიცი კონკრეტული მომზადება თქო ესაა ჩემი ძირითადი სტილი თქო რა მე მემზადები კონკრეტულად იმ ერთი დღისთვის ასე რომ მე დარბაზში შეიძლება ხელი ვერ გადავწიო შეიძლება იდეალურად გადავწიო ეგ დამოკიდებულია იმაზე მე წინაპირას რა ვაკეთე ხო ხდები
Okay. So right now Gennady said that he's like whenever he has the set date time for the event, then he's focused on that date specifically, and he has the schedule training, and then he's precisely at his best shape during that day. So he's focused on the specific date whenever he has the one.
Yeah. And so Dave, Gennady says that he lost against you because of the injury and lost against Hermes because of not resting good. I kind of feel like from inside of you, you are thinking that, every time he loses, there is something. How do you see this?
Yeah, I feel that it's an excuse. Like, I mean, if you lose, you lose. Take it like a man. I've lost many matches in my life, and that guy was the better man. I'm not gonna take anything away from the guy that beat me ever. I think that's a weak way out, personally. I'm glad he's confident. He says he's going to be ready May 21st. So hopefully, when I beat him May 21st, he doesn't come up with a new excuse.
Yeah.
May I translate this?
Yes.
Can I translate? So Gena, შენზე თქვეს რომ დეივის თვალში ასე ვთქვათ, როდესაც არ უნდა წააგოსო გენაო რა ხშირად ამბობს რომ რაღაც მიზეზებს ეხა როგორც ჩამოთვალე და თითქოს რაღაცას იმიზეზებსო რომ წააგო რა და იმედიაო ეხა 21-ში მოვუგებო და რამეს არ მოიმიზეზებს კიდეო რა. You have no chance of winning, Dave. That's what Gennady said right now.
Obviously,
no chance of winning.
The tightness in his shirt has cut off the circulation to his brain, obviously. So we'll see what happens.
He's like a man on the mission. He's been preparing for you, Dave, for years. So it will be very tough for you to beat me. That's what Gennady said. I'm not your enemy. I really respect you.
მე ჩემი მაქსიმუმი მაგასთან ვერ დავაფიქსირე და მე როცა მაქსიმუმს ვაფიქსირებ და წავაგებ მე გული არ წყდება ზოგადად მაგრამ მე ჩემი მაქსიმუმი ვერ დავაფიქსირე გაიგე ნუ ეგ იყო თავარი პრობლემა ჩემი და ასე რომ ვთქვათ ეხა ჩემ და დეივიდ შორის პრინციპული ორთაბრძოლაა რაც არ უნდა იყოს ჩემზე მაღალ რეიტინგზე დგას ამის ქვეშ მე ვარ ყველა ვარიანტში რა და ჩემთვის დეივიდის მოგება ეხლა ის არის რომ ჩათვალე ორ პიროვნებას ერთდროულად ვამარცხებ დეივიდს და გასპარინს რა აქედან გამომდინარე მე პრინციპულ ბრძოლას დავარქმევ ამას და ზოგადად ჩემთვის ძალიან დიდი პატივია მე პატარა ბიჭი რო ვიყავი ამათ გადაწევებს უყურებდი მაგრამ დღესდღეობით დეივიდს გადაეც მე გავიზარდე თქო რა და არ ვაპირებ თქო წაგებას ასე რომ კარგად მოიმზადე მაგ დღისთვის თქო
Okay, გადავთარგმნი. So Gennady said that Gennady said many things. So first of all, he said that this is very principled match for him. It's like obviously he sees Dave as the higher ranked guy, and he's like as the rankings he's below him, and it's like as if when when he beats, if he beats, and when he beats Dave, it means like he beats two guys, like for example, Dave and Dermis together. So that's how high Dave is ranked by Gennady's eyes, from Gennady's perspective. And he really honors you. He really respects you, Dave, as an arm wrestler and as a person. And there's nothing evil between you and him going on. It's just like a principle. And he was very sad about himself when he lost last time because he could not perform at his best shape. Like he could not show you his maximum potential. And right now, he's sure he will. And if he loses, there's no excuses. Like he will heads off to you. So basically, that's what he said. And he also said he also used to watch your videos. And he grew up now. When he was a little guy, he was also watching you, and now he's grown and he's prepared. Like he's been on this mission, so he's very motivated, Dave.
I understand.
You should bring the belt if you are so confident.
It's the PAL belt. So.
Tell Gennady that this is East versus West event, not the PL event.
I'm gonna bring this one. Whey protein, I guess this. But I think Dave, for the series, he will give you that one.
Dave, whenever I watch East King of the Table, you pull Levan, and Levan won, and then we saw Alex Kurdesha is like, where is he at? Number 2, number 3, number 4, where is he at? We didn't know where he was, but we really rank him high, and majority on the polls consider you as underdog. They thought that he was the favorite one. So whenever I saw you day before on the rules meeting, you pull with left arm with him. I don't know if you really tried or not, but then he was like comfortably was beating you with left arm. And then whenever I also saw you when you came to the table on round 1, you didn't look so confident to me. You look like your lack of confidence a little bit. But after the first win, then you look more and more and more confident. Was like my observation is correct, or was different than how I described?
Your observation is pretty close. With the left hand, my left hand is nowhere near my right hand. So I was given, I wasn't 100%, but I was trying, and his left is strong, definitely stronger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came to the table, the first match, I didn't really know exactly what to expect.
Yes, definitely. You look that way. You didn't look like you are like, I'm going to win, but you were like, let's see what's gonna happen. This how you look.
Exactly. Yeah, I was ready. I was prepared. It was, it was a short, I took the match on short notice. I wasn't 100%, didn't have the time to prepare I would like to, but I was ready as I could possibly be. I didn't know what to expect because I seen Alex, he crushed Hermes, like it was pretty easily beat him. And I was like, okay, this guy's the real deal. So going in, I knew he had a strong hand. First match, he kind of took my hand a little bit, but I kept the side pressure up a little bit, and my arm, was there. And I think he fouled out the first match. And then the second match, I started to feel a little better. I started to use a little more back pressure, and I felt more comfortable. And I could feel after that, and you're right, I started to get a little more confident. I believe he started to get a little tired. And after that match, it was.
So can you say that like, I mean, you are now better prepared compared to the Dubai time?
Oh yeah, I have more time to prepare and get ready. Like unfortunately, I had to take a couple weeks off, to rest. But I knew about this match, so I'm preparing, and I'm not gonna. If I lose, he's the better man for sure. I got no excuses going, and I'll shake his hand. I'll shake his hand, win or lose. I have all the respect in the world for Gennady. He's a beast. He's been doing this for many years. Numerous time world champion. So yeah, it's going to be fun when we hit the table here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you like the questions that come to my mind. Like we can say that like from outside looking, Hermes probably have better hand than Gennady. But from other side, I can say that Gennady has more horsepower than Kurdesha has. Like Alex, whenever he dominates, like what I'm just trying to say that the first round, that the position that you stop with Alex, when Alex dominates the hand, he's good. But whenever you said that he little bit took your wrist, but if you realize that he also lost his own wrist, so you were like more like arm to arm, neither of you had the full hand wrist control. But do you think that if you somehow end up that position right after the go with Gennady, it would be a harder match since Gennady has more horsepower and within the match he is more well-rounded and can pull in any position. Like, do you see him as a threat in the case if the match somehow stops in an equal position instead of you dominating him? But for me, there are two options. You will either dominate him and then, or you're gonna go and then you guys will somehow stuck that way. And then you don't seem to be.
I can't hear you all of a sudden.
You guys hear me?
I hear you now.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, because the call came, when the call came, the connection cut. So do you see him as a threat in a case that if the match somehow stops somewhere? You don't, like, you look so dominant with your pressure, winning pressure, everything, but you don't look as dominant once the match stops in an equal position, not your sweet spot. But the Gennady is the opposite way, that he is not that dominant to win inside, but once he stops the match, he can work, and endurance is better. So you are probably planning to have a quick win against him.
Yeah. I'm definitely I'm hoping for a quick win. Absolutely, because I know if the match stops in the middle, it's going to be a war. Gennady's side pressure and on the inside, he's really strong. He's a little different puller than Alex, like you said. If he gets stuck there, he's used to being there. Whereas Alex, he's mainly a top roll puller. If I get stuck in the middle with Gennady, it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be a real war. And honestly, I don't want to be there. I'm hoping I get a quick match. So we'll see.
So all your plan is based on quick wins, like the last time.
I mean, I've obviously planned for wars. I've definitely trained, just in case I end up there. But I'm hoping for a quick match. I think everybody's hoping for. I mean, everybody that goes into a match is hoping for a nice quick win. But if it stops in the middle, I'm ready. It's gonna be a war, a real war. Because I know Gennady's super strong inside, real strong bicep. He's really versatile on the table, so it'll be very interesting if it stops.
Yeah. Engin is having a conversation with himself. I mean, if you don't like it, let me send you away.
Engin, meanwhile, you were sending him away. I can translate all you are talking to Gennady, okay? Again, so შენზე ამბობდნენ, ანუ რომ დეივს რო გადაუწევ ხელს, რა შესაძლებელიაო რომ მოხდეს ისე, რომ მატჩი შენ გააჩერო რა ცენტრში და მე დეივს კითხა, რომ თუ კი მატჩი ცენტრში გაჩერდებაო, რამდენად ხარ მზად მაგისთვისო რა. და დეივმა თქვა, რომ რა თქმა უნდა, მირჩევნიაო, რომ მალევე მოუგო და ჩემი პირველი გეგმაო, ანუ გეგმა A არის ეგო, რომ მალე მოუგო, რაც შეიძლება სწრაფადო, რომ როგორც წინაზეო, მაგრამ თუ კი შუაში გავჩერდება. Yeah, right now he said that if match stops, that it will be almost impossible for anybody else to beat him. If match stops, that's what Gennady said when I was translating. If I'm able to stop anybody, then it will be a day for my opponent. And it was shown against him against Michael Todd. So he said that whenever I'm able, there has never been the chance when I was like endurance, when I had endurance problems. So Gennady said that I'm rarely get tired.
I understand.
Yeah,
but
if I stop match, yes, I will.
Yeah. So the same as all his plan is based to stop the match somewhere, right?
Yeah. So ანუ შენი გეგმა არის რომ სადმე მატჩი გააჩეროო და მე იქიდან იმუშაო, ხო? ანუ ეს კითხა ხა ენგინმა. ანუ შენი გეგმა ეგ არისო?
არის ხა გააჩნია რომელი როგორ ფორმაში ვარ პირველი ყველა ვარიანტში უდარში წავა რა თუ ეხა წამოა იულად რატო უნდა ვიჭიდაო მაგრამ ყველა ვარიანტში იმაში დარწმუნებული ვარ რომ დაჭერით მაინც დავიჭერ რა სადაც დავიჭერ იქ დავვლი არა აქვს მნიშვნელობა იდაბი არა აგდო თქვით რომ აგდე ისე ხომერე
So Gennady is basically very sure that maybe not in first round, but in some other rounds, he will finally manage to stop him. And then he will work from there and will finish the match on his favor. So obviously his goal is to also finish quickly, but if that's not the case, then he will try to find angles, different angles, and the key to stop Dave and then hit from. And then lastly, Dave, he also said this kind of jokingly that don't pull your elbows off the pad like you did last time. That's what he said.
He's provocating.
Yeah, provocating.
Did you understand that, Dave, what he said?
What's he talking about?
He said that after he stops you, he's telling you to not to lift your elbow up like the last time, you know, he stopped you.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just fun. We are making fun. We are having fun, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so whenever I had an interview, by the way, hello Neil. Whenever I had an interview with Devon, when I asked, you know, did you see that? Did you watch that? He said that, you know, because of the competition between you and Devon, he's sporting Gennady. Did you hear that, Dave?
No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't hear that. No, that doesn't surprise me. No.
Yeah. And he said like because I don't like him or something, you know, and I was like, how can you not like, you know, someone like Dave? Probably you are the only person on the earth that doesn't like, you know, Dave. And he said that the competition is so good that he doesn't want to sacrifice the competition for the sake of friendship. He said, yeah, this is what he said. Yeah. Anyway, so I will ask, did he a little bit, Dave, between those matches, do you have any opinion? Because you may not be familiar with the Eastern athletes, but are you familiar with any of the Eastern athletes that the guys from North America gonna face?
Well, I mean, I've seen Ongarbayev. I mean, he's pulling Marcio, right?
No, Ongarbayev just pulled Asian championships and he got injured.
And they're not pulling?
No, Marcio is going to pull Tobias Sporang from Sweden and Derek Smith, your probably July event opponent, right? He's gonna pull in July, Derek.
Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna pull. It depends on scheduling and stuff like that. So yeah, sometime down the road.
Yeah, Derek is gonna pull Artem Morozov. You know Artem Morozov?
Yeah, I seen that one. He's a really good inside puller, right? Mazarov, right?
Top roll too, but he beat Tobias with left arm inside. Yeah, probably
he looks really strong. He looks really strong, but I think Derek will top roll him or go through him if he wants a top roll. Go through his with the side. Derek's so big and strong. I think Derek's got the win. We got Matt Mask and Prudnik, right? Prudnik, yeah. That's interesting. Very interesting. Prudnik's so strong inside. If Matt can get over him, you know, with his fast top roll, he's got a shot. But if it gets stuck inside, could be a long day, unfortunately. But I'm definitely got to root for Matt. I love that dude. He's awesome. John, John. I don't know too much about John's opponent, but John's John. So you know,
it's hard to beat him, huh? In same weight, similar weight.
Yeah, and Todd and Iraqi, that's wow. I don't know. I love Todd. Todd's a machine. The side pressure is ridiculous. Iraqi's got that top roll. I'm really looking forward to that match. I think Todd will take it, but I think that it's going to be a really, really good match.
Do you still train with him, Todd?
Yeah, he's been up a few times. He hasn't been up in a couple months or so, but yeah, he comes up usually when he's got a match coming on. But he's had a couple of different matches in the last like month, so he's been pretty busy. So I haven't seen him in a couple months. But yeah, we train. He's strong. Last time he was up here, he's super strong. So
I think
yeah,
last
he'll be
time
ready.
I saw you were top rolling him. Last time.
Yeah, I always try to top roll. I'm too old to hook. My elbow hurts, and I try to take the easy way out.
Did you hear that, Gennady? His elbow hurts in
I'll
hook.
make sure. I'll make sure to translate. Sorry, Dave. Gena, Dave მოთქვა რომ ცოტა ასაკში ვარო ეხაო და იდაყვი მткиვაო რა, inside როცა შევდივარო რა. იდაყვი მткиვა.
But it may be a trap. Never know.
How can I help you, Dave?
saying-
That's what.
I'm not saying I still can't go inside because I can go inside when I want to.
Yeah.
Gena just said that. Okay, I'm not gonna hook then. I'm just gonna go outside.
Oh,
Thanks.
he's gonna beat you where you
I think that's what Dave wants. I think, to be honest, that's what Dave wants.
მესმის თქო რა მკლავჭიდია თქო რა და ვიცი თქო რაც არის მკლავჭი თქო მე მარცხენაში საერთოდ გავჩერდი თქო ტრავმა საშინელება თქო და ძალიან წუხარ თქო ეგეთი რაღაცა რა შენ სპორტში ხა ზოგადად ძალიან ძლიერი სპორტსმენია და მაგის კრუგით ძალიან ძლიერი იყო სულ რა ვიცი მე მგონი ეგ მაგისთვის მაინც არ არის პრობლემა.
Yeah, can I saying that I understand whenever there is any injury inside or outside, doesn't matter. I have experienced about the injury and I know how it prohibits you to arm wrestle. But Dave is strong enough, I believe, that's not gonna be issue for him. That's what Gennady said. That so, yeah, if you want, Dave, you can pull outside, no problem.
Oh, yeah,
We'll see.
he's giving
I'm
you
so
favor.
excited, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Gennady, what do you think about Irakli versus Todd?
Irakli და ტოდი რას ფიქრობ ენა?
არ ვიცი თქო რა. ირაკლი ამ ბოლოს ძალიან გაძლიერდა, მაგრამ უყურე რა ხდება თუ სტარტს არ დაარტყავს ირაკლი. ჭიდაობაში ის დააღლის.
Aha, გასაგებია. So he's not completely sure.
სტრაფით არ მოუგო, ყველა ვარიანტში დააღლის ის. ეხა მე ვიცი ეხა იმის ხელიც რაც არის და ამისიც ვიცი.
Yeah. So objectively speaking, objectively speaking, Gennady is saying that Irakli can finish fast, like to be if Irakli is quick enough and fast enough, he can pull W from that match. But if he gets stopped, and then endurance problem will be a very big issue for Irakli, because he also said that he knows how Todd is pulling and how hard it is when you get stuck inside. So it's gonna be a tough match if we are speaking about endurance for Irakli. So Genna is seeing Irakli winning by speed. If speed is not enough, then he's very unsure.
What does he think about Revas versus Michael Todd?
Revas და Michael Todd.
აკა ძნელია თქმა, მაიკლ ტოდი მე რო შევხვდი კარგ ფორმაში იყო, იმიტომ რომ მე ძალიან კარგ ფორმაში ვიყავი მაიკლ ტოდს რო შევხვდი. ლევანიც კარგი სპორტის რა ქვია, რევაზი ძალიან მაგარი სპორტსმენია, მაგრამ შესვენების მერე ცოტა ეგ მაფერხებს, მაგრამ ჩემი აზრით ალბათ მაინც 60% რევაზის მივცემდი უფრო ვიდრე მაიკლ ტოდს. კარგ ფორმაშია რევაზი ახლა. ერთი რისიც მეშინია გამძლეობა და მაგაზე მუშაობთ ახლა ყველაც ერთად ვიქნებით და სხვა პრობლემა არ აქვს ძალაში ვერ აჯობებს მაიკლი რევაზის შანსი არ აქვს და ყველა ვარიანტში ზედა გადაწევაში რევაზი ძალიან ძლიერია და ნუ თავარია გამძლეობა დასვა ზუსტად ახლა ზუსტად მაგის მომენტი ეს ბოლო პერიოდი და რა ვიცი 60-40-ზე როგორც ჩემ თავზე ვფიქრობდი მაიკლს რო შევხვდი მაგრამ მეტი დაფიქსირდა მე მან.
So he's also not that much sure. He's saying that for Revas, winning would be based on his strength. He's stronger than Michael Todd. That's what Gennady is thinking. he's also strong enough to pin him, but it's all gonna come down to the endurance and how smart Rivas will pull. And he also mentioned about percentage. He would give him like a 60 to 40 to Rivas, like he gave himself against Michael Todd back in the day. So he still think that Rivas will win this one, but right now he's working with Rivas on Rivas's endurance, and that's also the biggest question for Gennady right now.
I understand.
So, yeah.
I understand. And do you know his opponent, Michael's opponent, Dave Rivas?
I don't know much about Michael's opponent. I do know Mike. He'll be ready. I know he's fired up. He took a couple of right-hand losses in a row, so I know he's training and he's fired up. I'll be surprised if he doesn't come out on top on this one.
Oh, okay, I understand. So basically, when you look at the list, do you see more of the Eastern pullers or the Western pullers winning, Dave?
I think it's a close race. It could go either way, depending on how certain matches go. I think it's tough to call. I mean, I'm gonna go with us, of course, but that's just because I'm probably a little biased. But it could go either way, definitely.
Do you guys feel like do you guys have any kind of like? Do you talk with each other, the team that will come here, or are you guys just like separately, not even phone call about about the upcoming events? Like, do you guys feel like a team, or do you guys feel like individuals that are coming for their own sports super matches?
It seems to me like, I mean, for me, with individuals, I haven't really talked to anybody really. I've been doing my own training. I'm getting ready for my match. I mean, I don't know if some other guys. Besides, I spoke with Todd, a couple of times when he comes to train with me. But other than that, it pretty much seems like an individual thing.
But of course, to be here all together will give some strength.
It'll be different. It'll be different when we get to Istanbul. I mean, I think we'll get together and work together as a team.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a question. There is someone that asked, you pull both Dennis and Levan. What do you think that if they would ever pull, honestly, in their best shape?
It's hard to tell. They're two totally different pullers. I mean, Dennis on the inside so strong, Levan on the outside so strong. I really couldn't pick a winner.
Do you think that Dennis could hook Levan? Do you think Dennis could hook Levan?
I think if you got him in straps, I think he can possibly hold him and eventually wear him out possibly, or it could maybe Levan would just go right through. It's hard to tell, but it would be a really good match. I think I can't really pick a winner. It's hard to to say.
And with the current rules, how do you see Devon versus Levan? The current rules that they will pull in, it's not like WAL rules exactly. The pin pads are I mean, not the pin pads, but the elbow pads are different. And the other one had like 9 inches, I think.
I think if Devon can get a stop, I think he has a shot. I mean, he obviously King's move him. I don't think he has a chance at all if he stands up and arm wrestles him. So I'll probably go to the King's move. And if he can get to the straps, get to King's move, and if he can stop Levan, I do think he has a shot. Definitely has a shot to win. He can wear him down because I mean Levan really hasn't been stopped in a while, and even in my match he was out of breath and just a little bit of time. So I think that if he can get him in a certain position and wear him down, I think he does have a shot.
You said that he was. Did you just say he was out of breath when he pulled you?
He was breathing heavy. I wouldn't say out of breath, but breathing heavy. I
have a question for you while you are here. That 1 round, he grabbed you kind of low and a little bit spinated, like almost like ready to start in hook, and then you stay there for a second, and then maybe a few seconds, and then you pull your hand. Was he ready to did he intended to pull you? Let's go if you want that way, or no?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even remember. My game plan was to try to get to the straps and then do different things, and then I kept fouling and it was going out. Everything went out the door, so it didn't go anywhere where I wanted to be, unfortunately. And Levan he's so strong. I'm not gonna take anything away from him. He's a beast. He definitely was the better puller that day. So hats off to him. He's a monster.
Yeah. No, what my point is that if you would start it in a hook or something, do you think you would have a chance?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know. I don't think he. It's tough to tell. I don't know.
It would be
He's strong.
harder at least, huh? You say that it would be harder. And did you feel like if you could go to strap, then your chances on that day was high against him, or?
Well, better. I would say better, better than I did. That's for sure. So that was my goal to try to get to the strap.
Better enough to win? Was it better enough to win?
It's hard to tell. I thought I would have had a shot, but I mean, it's just you don't know. It's totally different game in the straps. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to say I would have won. I don't, no idea. Because he won and he won handily. So, you know, he did what he did. So.
And you said that if Devon stops him here, he has chance. How big chance do you see that him to stop him there?
Maybe 30% chance if he stops him. I think he has a chance. I think it's all he's training for is to stop him. Really, if he's smart, I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's training that and training that. That's all I see him training. So he's training smart for what he has to do. So, and I do think if he gets there and stops him one time, then I think he can get. I really do think he can win.
Oh, so yeah. Are you intimidated by the forearms of Gennady now? Or Gennady?
No.
გენა შენზე კითხა რომ ანუ ეგ წინამხრების კუნთები რო აჩვენ ეგრე იდაყვის კუნთები დეივს კითხა რომ ხო არ გეშინია ვიციო და დეივმა თქვა არა არ მეშინიო
ეს აქედან ჩანს თქო
He said that it's just a camera angles that's why it seems so big.
What were you saying, Dave?
He looks big. I give him credit. Like he's a big dude. He's strong. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. We're both fired up and ready for this match. I can't wait to pull May 21st. It's gonna be a good one.
I have another question. How much, like by percentage difference, do you think that there was between you and him last time you met? If he was like 10% stronger, he would beat you that day, or like with what he moved that he was doing? Or?
No, he had to be a little stronger than that. Like my hand was too strong for him that day. He like I said, I beat him pretty easily, like 2 or 3 times in my opinion. He kept saying he was close, but I didn't see anywhere he was close. Then he did stop me to one time at a different angle, and I ended up elbow fouling. I didn't foul him. He thinks I fouled on purpose or something. I didn't foul on purpose. It is what it is. And then I beat him pretty quickly to get the 4th win. And then I just let him win. I let him win the last match. I always do. There's no point. So, and I'm a gentleman, so I give him.
You always do.
How do you think that one round that he stopped you, because you look dominant round before and round after? So how did the 4th round, just like everyone, I talked with Devon too. He said that after he stopped you there, the 4th round, he thought that he was gonna come back and beat you 4-3 if they do extra round, you know. But how did that happen?
I woke up. Huh? I don't know. I woke up. I got in my head. I said, "Listen, I felt I was getting tired. I was like, it's not going to happen. You get something in your head that wakes you up and says, this, I have to win this match." And I fired off real fast and beat him. So,
I understand.
He did the match at the angle that he got me. He did stop me at the one angle, and I changed the angle a little bit, and I tried to hit fast, and I got him.
Yeah, I understand. And the way that you are pulling right now, the way that with outer side pressure on a WAF table, not the wild table, how do you see your chances against Devon?
I'd love to pull Devon again in a legitimate like stand up arm. It'd be fun. Yeah. Like a power arm wrestling match, a real arm wrestling match where we're both, standing up and pulling. I'd love to pull Devon again. Like he's one of the best ever. So to go, pull him one more time would be fun for sure. And I'd love to do that one.
And one more question I will say: if you win this match, would you prefer to pull Laletin or Hermes?
I would take either guy. I mean, I want to pull Laletin because he's a little higher ranked, but I would gladly pull Hermes too. Hermes is awesome. He's getting better and big. Every time you see him, he's getting bigger. Like I think he was like 200 pounds like 5 years ago. He's like almost 300 pounds now. It's crazy. So he's strong, and I like Hermes. It'd be a fun match too. But either or.
Do you believe this kind of mathematics? Like, oh, this guy beat this guy, so this guy beat the other guy, so that guy shouldn't pull that guy because he lost to a guy that lost to this guy. Do you believe those kind of math, or do you think that style makes matches? So what I'm just saying that you beat Kurdesha, and now people think that you to pull Hermes doesn't make sense because Kurdesha beat Hermes.
I don't believe in that. I believe that anybody could beat anybody on any certain day. Different styles. Hermes could come in with a different game plan. Different forms. Exactly. Health wise, he could come in, with a different game plan, work on something else. So I 100% don't agree with, since he beat me and I beat him and this, I shouldn't pull this guy. Definitely not. Anything can happen on any given day.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, do you think that, people who do rankings should go by the current result just to see, because that is like somebody beat somebody like 6 months ago, but I should go with the current because that is the latest form, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if somehow like Gennady beats you, he should be ranking people that rank below you as well, even though he lost against them, Hermes and Kurdesha, because it's the recent result.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. But you are saying that it won't happen.
Well, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it not happen. We'll see.
Yeah. And can you ask Roman? Can you ask Gennady?
Yep.
What does he think about the match between Levan and Devon?
ლევონის და დევონის матჩზე რას ფიქრობ? გენა.
ეხლა ისევ?
ხო, აი ეხლა რო უწევთ.
ხო, დევონის. რა ვიცი ხა, არ ამგონია თქო ეხლა, ჩემზე ბევრად ძლიერი იყოს დევონი თქო და მე მგონია ისევ იგივე მოხდება თქო რა.
არა, ეს ამბობს დევონის და ლევანს. ჩემს არა.
ხო, მე ჩემზე ბევრად ძლიერი კი არა, არც არის დევონი, მე მგონი მაგას ძლიერი, არ ვიცი. დეივიდზე და დეივიდს რო შეხვდა ლევანი.
იგივე მოხდება რაც დეივიდს და ლევანთან.
იგივე მოხდება დაახლოებით, ხელი არ გაჩერდება რა.
So Gennady said, I had to make it clear. So Gennady said that he doesn't think that Devon is any stronger than Dave. So most likely it will happen like it happened to Dave versus Levan. So it will be 6-0 for Levan because Dave is stronger than Devon, and he thinks that Devon will not be able to stop him.
Yes, but can you ask him? Does it work that way? Since listen, the way that Devon is planning to pull against Levan is different than the way that they pull against Levan, because of the difference with the pulling style and the strategy. Does it make any difference or not at all for Gennady? That I'm talking about this open arm top roll.
Yeah, Kingsmore. I'll ask precisely about that. Gena, ანუ ამან ხაზი გაუსვა, რომ დეივი და დევონის სხვადასხვა სტილის მკლავჭიდელები არიანო და ფიქრობ, რომ რამე განსხვავება იქნებაო დევონის მხრიდანო მაგ შემთხვევაში.
კილსმოვამდე ვერ მივა საქმე. ხელს ხო არ მოიტეხავს არა? მე უყურე.
He's not going to be able to use King's move.
არ მივა იქნამდე საქმე, ანუ გაცილებით ძლიერია ჩემი აზრით ლევანი. თუ ლევანი King's move-ზე იჭირა, ანუ King's move-ზე თუ დაიჭირა იმა, რა ქვია დევონმა, ესე იგი საღა ჩვენთან ახლოს არის ლევანი, გაიგე და ლევანის მოგებაც არ იქნება ესე წარმოუდგენელი სოფლიოში, ხვდები? ეხლა უყურე როგორი სიტუაცია ლევანი როგორც ჩანს, ეხლა ამ ეტაპზე, ხო? დევონს ჩვეულებრივად უნდა მოუგოს, იმიტომ რომ მაშინ რა გამოვიდა ჩეფი რა ფორმაში არ იყოს, საერთოდ რო ვერ გააჩერა ლევანი, ეგ ხო არ არსებობს. თუ ლევანი დევონთან იმა ლარათთან იჭიდავა, ჩათვალე რომ აი მე ძალიან მალე გამოუცხადე პრეტენზიას ლევანისას და რა ვიცი ყველას მე ვფიქრობ რომ ეგ არ უნდა მოხდეს ჯერ ამ ეტაპზე რა ეხლა ყველაზე მაგარია ლევანი სოფლით რაც არ უნდა ვილაპარაკოთ მაგრამ ეხლა მე თუ ძალიან ადვილად მოუგე ღმერთმაკნას ჩემს მაშინ ჩათვალე მეც იქავარ სადაც ლევანია ეს ხო ესე არ ხდება რა ზოგადად რაღაცა რეალობასთან ხო უნდა ვილაპარაკოთ არა სხვადასხვა სტილი აქვს, ეგ მაგას მივხვდი მე კაცო და ეგ ვიცი ძალიან კარგად, მაგრამ ეხლა ლარატი და ჩეფი რო აჭიდაო ერთმანეთს, დახოცავენ ერთმანეთს. მაგრამ ლევანი ბავშვით მოუგო ეხლა და როგორ გონიათ, იგივე არ მოხდება? მე ესე მგონია, ყოველ შემთხვევაში ჩემი არგები.
So basically, all this time, Gennady was underlining one fact that Levan is like levels above rest of us. That's what he said. Like from the perspective of the match that he saw, how Levan easily beat Dave. Obviously, no disrespect to Dave, but it was their result. He thinks and he believes that Levan is levels above rest of us, and that's why he said that there is no chance that Devon will get the chance to use King's move. Because otherwise, if Devon managed to hold him and use his King's move, it means that Levan is not that stronger at all. So it would be like then Gennady said that if I hopefully beat Dave easily, it means that I have also my shots against Levan, but he thinks that we should stay on planet Earth. We should like be real, and that's not gonna happen. That's what he thinks, because he thinks Levan is truly like levels above. Because it would not make sense. Yeah, they've lost so that it's like
no. Let him talk and you translate, please, Roma.
Yeah. Should I wait?
No, because he's talking at the same time while you were saying something.
So yeah, okay. So I will finish because Gennady said many things, and lastly he said that right now if we let Devon and Dave to pull, it will be more equal match, more equal than Devon and Levan. That's what he said, because Levan is levels above. Basically, that's what.
And does he think that maybe we will see a different Devon than we remember because of this match?
შენი აზრითო რახან აი ასეთ პრესტიჟულ პიროვნებასთან უწევს დეივს შეხვედრაო, ანუ ლევანთანო, ასეთი ძვირადღირებული მატჩიაო, ფიქრობ რომ რაღაცა სასწაული შემოგთავაზებსო დევონიო, რაღაცა ისეთი ცოტა უცნაური კითხვა და
შეიძლება უყურეთ King's movie მე როგორც ეგ გადაწევა არ მიყვარს და შეჯიბრებაზე ძალიან მაგრავარიდებ თავს. მე პირადად შემიძლია King's movie ვიბრძოლო. მაგრამ ეს როდის არის, იცი, აი როცა ძალის თანაფარდობა თითქმის თანაბარია. ხვდები? და როცა ძალის თანაბარდობა თქვათ 80-20-ია, ჩვეულებრივ ძვალი ვერ გაუძლებს. არ არსებობს. ეს როცა რაღაცა მიდის ჭიდაობა და რაღაც პროცენტებზე როცა არის საუბარი, შეიძლება დაღალო. ხვდები მაგ King's movie-თ. თორე დანარჩენი ეგ არაფერი არ არის, ეგ ხო ილეთი არ არის, ეგ გადაწევა არ არის ჩემთვის. მე მკლავჭიდის ასე რომ ვთქვათ, მაგი შეიძლება მეც მომიწიოს, რომ ეგრე გადავწიო ერთხელაც. მაგრამ ეს იმახინჯია მკლავჭიდისთვის, აქედან დავიწყოთ საუბარი, ლამაზი არ არის ჩემი აზრით რა. ყველა ის რომ დავიცვათ, რა ქვია, ნორმები და წესები რომ დავიცვათ, ყველა King's movie არის ყველა გაფრთხილება. იდავს დააკვირდი, ხარ დააკვირდი, სად ხარია, სად კაცია, სად იდახვია, ვერ გაიგებს, მკლავჭიდი არ არის. მაგრამ თუ მაძლევენ მაგის საშუალებას, მეც გამოვიხენებ, გაიგე, ესეთ რაღაცას მომენტი. მაგრამ ესიც იმ შემთხვევაში თუ რაღაც სიახლოვე არის 40-60-ია და რაღაც ეგრე თორე ჩვეულებრივად ხელი ვერ გაუძლებს, ვერავის სახსარი ვერ გაუძლებს მაგას, როცა 80%-იანი ძალა, 20%-იანი წინააღმდეგ არის, როგორც კი დაპრესავს, ეგრევე ძვალს გამუტეხავს. არ არსებობს რა.
So he said that this sort of style that Devon has the most chance against Levan is King's move, that we obviously all know and acknowledge. But the thing is that the difference of the strength is so high that that would not make sense for Devon to use, because it will be like a arm break or something like that. And he said that King's move is used whenever it's like this power gap is closer, like for example 55-45 or 60-40 at most. But when it's like 80-20 or something like this power gap difference, then it would lead to a break of bone or something. So most likely, if Devon is smart, then he would just pin himself, just stop using King's move. And he also said that I could even use King's move. And Gennady also said that maybe in future he would happen this type of situation when he needs to turn like in King's move and use that move. But to him, it's not like a style of arm wrestle. It's not like a kind of movement of arm wrestling. Yeah, because if we are talking about stylistically and all the rules, if we consider all the rules, that mostly whenever you pull King's move, you get either warning or foul. So to him, it's like a really last resort if that happens. But still, it should be like a somewhere equal power speaking. Like if that power is too much, then King's move will not help. That's what he said. Engin, unfortunately, we can hear you.
Morchi, Larati და დენის სიპლენკოვის შეხვედრა რო გავიხსენოთ, King's movie იქ რატო არ გააკეთა? იმიტომ რომ ჭკვიანია. King's movie ვერ გაჭირდა.
ვიღაცამ შეიძლება გითხრას ეხა გენა რომ მაშინ King's movie არც იცოდაო.
ბატონო?
Yeah, Roman, did you have chance to translate today while I was gone? The battery finished. Sorry about it.
Yeah, I've been translating. Again, Dave, you heard me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yes, Engin now been translated.
What did you answer anything? Your opinion about this, Dave, or Gennady was talking only?
Well, he was just talking about that he thinks Levan is way too strong for the King's move to be effective, basically. That there's levels above and stuff.
And what do you think
But
about?
I disagree. I feel that it's a technique thing, not about. I mean, it's something to do with strength, but it's a lot about technique and the angle. And I feel if he can get in the right place and stop him, I really do think he has a chance. I do agree that Levan is way stronger. And if it's a stand-up match, I think it. Sorry. But if it was a stand-up match, it wouldn't be close. But I feel if Devin gets in the right place and stops him, I think he has a good chance for sure.
Yeah. Do you think that the elbow pads being 7x7 instead of 7x9, would it make any difference to use that technique as effective as Devin used against you?
No, it definitely is way more effective against me with the WAL pads because
of he had to drive more, right? He had a chance to drive 2 more inches back, right?
2 more inches to go back. It makes a huge difference. Definitely, if you watch, all the matches with the King's boots, it's definitely an advantage. But I still think if he gets in the right position on those pads, he still has a shot.
I understand. So anyway, so if you guys don't have anything to add, and we can also one more thing I will ask. Gennady, what do you think about all that argument between Devin and Levan about that? Do you also think that as a how to say disrespect, or it was just like did you also feel offended, or you think it should be just professionalism to steer the pot?
გენა რას ფიქრობ აი ამ დევონის და ლევანის დრამაზე რა გაცდაო რაღაცა ამ ვესტლინგსო შეიძლება პირადულში გადაიზარდაო და შენ თვითონაც რამე ნაწყენი ხომ არ ხარ მაგხრივო რომ ლევანის ეგრე რაღაცა მიმართავ რა შენი შეხედულება უნდა რომ გაუზიარო ამ დრამასთან დაკავშირებით
ხო ნუ ეხა დევონმა რაც იკადრა ეს ქართველებში ჩვენთან ზოგადად პირადი შეურაცხყოფაა და პირად შეურაცხყოფაზე ყველა ინდივიდუალურად მოქმედებთ. ეხლა ღმერთმა დაიფაროს ნებისმიერი რომ მე ეგეთ შეურაცხყოფა მომაყენოს. აქედან დავიწყებ საუბარს. არ შეიძლება უბრალოდ, ეს არ არის MMA, მე იქ რაღაცა ცხვირპირში ურტყავ ვიღაცას და იქ მოინელო ეგ. ეს არის კლავჭიდი. ჩვენ დღეს ხელს რო გადავწევთ საღამოს ბანკეტზე ერთად ვზივარ და ვქეიფობ და რაღაცა და არ შეიძლება ეხლა თუ ეს რაღაცა შოუზე მიდის საუბარი, ჩვენ შეგვიძლია ისეთი სიტყვებით ვილაპარაკოთ, რომ ეს არ იყოს პირადი შეურაცხყოფა, ხო ხდები არა? ანუ შეგვიძლია ბევრი რამე, აგერ მაგალითად ეხლა მე ჩემზე უფროსი ადამიანი და ვეუბნები, რომ მოგიგებ უეჭველი თქო. უეჭველის არავინ არ იცის რა იქნება. უეჭველისიც არ ვიცი ჩვენ იქ როგორ ჩავალთ, რა იქნება 100%-ით ხო არ ვიცით არაფერი არა, მაგრამ მე ჩემ თავში ვარ დარწმუნებული და ჩემ დარწმუნებას ვიძახი, რომ ნებისმიერს ვისაც შევხვდები, ლევანი იყოს, მაგასაც მოვუგებ. მე მაგისთვის თუ მემზადები, მაგრამ შეიძლება წავაგო. ეს არ არის სირცხვილი, მაგრამ აი პირადი შეურაცხყოფა ეს ძალიან რთულია და ქართველებს ეს ზოგადად ძალიან რთულად გადაგვაქვს რა. ხვდებით, ანუ არ შეიძლება მსგავსი რაღაცა. ჩვენ პირად შეურაცხყოფაზე არ უნდა გადავიდეთ, სპორტს არ უნდა გავხსნათ, ხვდები? მე არაფერი არ მიღებს ჩემ პირად მოყვარეობას, ვინმე თუ ეხება, არც სპორტი მიღირს, არც არა. შეიძლება დისკვალიფიკაციაზე წავიდე ვაფშე რა. სპორტიდან ვაფშე შეიძლება ისე გავლახო პიროვნება პირად შეურაცხყოფაზე ეგეთ მომაყენოს, აი არ დავიდო რა. ეს არ შეიძლება ზოგადად. ეს ქართველებში, კავკასიელებში რა თურქეთშიც ეგრე არ არის, კაცო, ყველგან ეგრეა რა. მაგრამ რატომღაც ამერიკაში შოუთ იქცა პირადი შეურაცხყოფა და ამას მაყურებელი ყავს და იმან რა უთხრა და ამან რა უთხრა და არ შეიძლება თუ ვინა ავიღო თოფურია ხა იმა სადაურია ის ბიჭი შეურაცხყოფა რომ მიაყენა პირად იმაზე გადავიდა შეხებაზე რა. ხო და მე მაგალითად მეწყინა როგორც ლარატისგან ეგეთი სიტყვები რომ წამოვიდა, იმიტომ რომ პიროვნებასაც ვიცნობ და მე არაფერი შოუ არ მიღირს სამაგისტროთ რომ მე პიროვნულად შეურაცხყოფა მომაყენოს, მან ჩემ მეგობარს არა აქვს მნიშვნელობა.
Gennady was also underlining that fact, cultural difference. He remarked that maybe in USA it's like a common thing today to throw such words, personally harassing words. Let's call it like this because Gennady also mentioned that. But for us, for Georgians, we take it differently. We take it like we used to all our history. So our mentality would not allow us to tell such things to each other. We may be competitive arm wrestlers, like competitive sportsmen. For example, me pull you, and then at the end of the day, no matter who wins, we can go and enjoy our drinkings at the evening or something like this. But personal harassment is too much, and that's Gennady also mentioned that sometimes if that happens to him personally, sometimes in future, he may even go as far as like leave the sport, get disqualified or something like that, because he may do something so unprofessional to respond in response of that harassment that may lead him to be disqualified, because we as the Georgians are taking that too much. Not too much. I would say it's like a different way. Because for somebody it may be too much, but for some, and then Engin, he also said that maybe isn't it like in Turkey almost the same like in Georgia? It was like a rhetorical question.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so he said he's been saying this cultural difference, and that's the stuff. And he also got kind of sad feelings about this because he was not expecting from Devon to use such too much extension of harassment. So
Dave, for some years, I was a little bit away from the social media about arm wrestling. And I heard that when you pulled Devon, you also had similar problems. I don't know what extension it was. I didn't know. I didn't follow. But did you also get did it intimidate you?
No, because the only way I found out about it was when people would tell me, because I don't watch videos that people do. I don't get involved in the social media. So I kind of block everything out when I'm getting prepared for a match. So people would message me, "Hey, did you see that?" I'm like, "No," and I don't want to. I don't get involved in that stuff. It's not me. I think it's a waste of time. I just like to prepare for my match and get it on. But yeah, I know what you mean. It does get under people's skin and it bothers some people. So, but that
even you are from North America, even you were a little bit affected by that. Even that you block everything. I mean, you wanted to stay away from social media, but still, whenever you heard it, it bothered you.
Oh yeah, it's there because you try to block it out, but then someone will say, "Hey, did you see this?" And they'll send you a video and your message and stuff like that. So then you click on it, and there it is. I'm like, "Oh, you said that? Okay, all right." So yeah, it definitely does this. Even if you try to stay away, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, but were you intimidated? Did it make you lose the control when you are pulling, or you still
No, I'm pretty calm. And if I use things to motivate me, basically, I don't if it's going to get under my skin, I'm going to use it in a way that it's going to, get me motivated, for the match. Basically, I don't let that stuff get me,
And did it continue? Did it continue on the competition day?
I mean, you know how he is on the table and stuff. He's hard to arm wrestle, get a grip, and he's always running his mouth. But I knew what to expect. I know what it is. You know, you get up there and you have a game plan. You try to stick with it. So yeah, it didn't really bother me. I mean, you get fired up, of course, but I knew what to expect.
I understand. So this is basically his game plan. That he likes to probably he motivates himself by doing this kind of things, and this is his probably strategy that is doing. Did you ever think about
he's
it?
hyping himself.
Why he's doing this?
He does it to it's a psychological thing, probably to get under your skin and get you out of your game plan, basically. And for a lot of people, I'm sure it works. Yeah, I'm sure that's why he does it.
Yeah.
For show, he's a showman. For show too. He likes to put on a show. I get it. So.
I understand. Yeah, he says this, but whenever I ask him if he's like he said that he supports Gennady against you because of the things are not going well between you two.
I didn't know we had a problem. I guess we have a problem now. I didn't know he had a problem with me. Apparently we do.
Maybe he was just joking. Maybe he was just joking. I don't know. Maybe he still sees you as a future threat, and that is why probably he wants to keep that distance, so not to be so friendly, so he can still. He doesn't want to be so sweet, because like otherwise he cannot motivate. Maybe even with you is even more because you are such a nice person. You're a friendly person. I haven't seen you being disrespectful to anyone till now. Maybe it is even hard for him to motivate himself to pull against you, when you are such a friendly person.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So yeah, you're probably right about that.
I don't know. Anyway, so I don't want to take so much time from both of you guys. Can you ask Gennady if he wants to say any last words? And one more thing I will ask him. He said that he after he wins, if he wins, he said that he was gonna declare who he wants to pull after the match. Is he sure that he wants to say this after the match, or can he say already?
გენა შენზე თავიდან რო თქვი რომ ანუ ვისაც გადაუწევ ხელსო ეხლა გედეის თუ გადაუწი ხელიო მე გამოვაცხადებ შემდეგ მოწინააღმდეგესო ხო ასე თქვიო და ანუ არის შანსი რომ ეხლა ვიგითხარსო თუ მაინც და მაინც დაელოდება იმ ბოლო მომენტებსო რა
არა ეგ ჯობია თქო თქვა იქ გასწორებს თუ უთხრა იქ მაგარია
no he's gonna preserve himself, he's gonna wait, and then after the match he will declare because that's kind of
after
oh he hasn't even said that in his family or in house or anybody else. It was just this moment, this live, when he first time mentioned that he has somebody else in his target list. So
whenever he beat Michael, he just jumped down from the stage, and the first thing he said, I want Gennady and I want Dave, I want Dave Chaffee next. The first thing,
I'm sure Dave have seen it.
He came down, and the first thing he mentioned was Dave. Your name, he was, So he kind of have a pain from that year that he can't forget, and he really wants that revenge so badly.
I believe it. I know what it's like to take a loss and want to get revenge. I know it's been eating at him for 4 years now, so I can understand why he wants this match really bad. We're both going to be 100% prepared. It's going to be a war. And it's gonna be fun for everybody to watch. So it's gonna be a good time. Can't wait.
Yeah, but looks like whenever you share that picture and you said like, come and get it. You have been looking for this match, for like 4 years, whatever, and come and get it. Yeah, and then it seems like that he's coming for you, and looks like you are not gonna give him what he wants. That's what
you're damn right. I'm not.
Anyway, so ask Gennady if any last word he wants to say, and then maybe you can translate what Dave said, and we can finish.
Okay. გენა რამე თუ გაქვსო ისეთიო რა გულში გაქვსო და გინდა გაგვიზიარო გითხარიო რა დამშვიდობებს წინ უკვე ამთავრებს რა და ასევე მითხრა რომ გადაუთარნეო დეივმა რაც თქვაო რომ ანუ კაროჩი დეივი არაპირებს რომ შენ მოგაგებდეს რა დარწმუნებულია რომ მოგიგებს თუმცა ესმის რომ შენ ახლა მოდიხარ ასე თქვა წაგებული მატჩიდან იცის რამდენად მოტივირებული ხარ აი მგელივით რო ხარ და რაღაცა შეჭამდა და მესმისო რა და სიამოვნებით შევხვდებიო პროსტა არ მოვაგებითო და აბა რას გვეტყვი
ნუ ეგრე ეგონა თქო თოთსაც აი ესე მაჩვენებდა იქიდან ვერ მოუგებო მაგრამ
he's saying that Michael Todd was also believed that he would beat him but we all saw the results so yeah Dave you are welcome to believe that you are winning but it's not going to happen
4 წელიწადი იმით არ ვიყავი ჩუმად რომ ესე ადგილად ვინმე მომიგოს რა ხო და ყველა ვარიანტში ყველაზე ცუდი ვარიანტი ოღონდ დაუთხარი ყველაზე ცუდი ვარიანტი იქნება ის რომ ვიბრძოლებთ ხო და მოგიგებ მაინც ხო რა კარგი ვარიანტი იქნება ის თქო თუ ადგილად მოგიგებ ლევანისთან ახლოს ვიქნებით ხო რა
So Gennady is saying that all these years he was not silent for the reason he was silent for the reason because he was preparing he's been training and he's getting better and better shape and now he's ready to unleash and he said these two scenarios for you Dave like for your match Dave the easier would be like to just get flashed by him like easy win from him and the obviously a harder one would be to get match stopped and then walked away from it. So he thinks Dave that if match stops that's actually the bad scenario for him so he's really thinking that's gonna be a quick win
so he says that
that's why he's Kvikvinia
he said that it will be more painful if he stops him and bleeds him
exactly Engin, exactly yeah exactly
yeah if Dave do you have any answer or you want me to close it
I've said what I've had to say. I just want to wish Gennady good luck in his match, safe travels, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
წარმატებებს გისურვებს გენა, ხშირად იფრინოსო, ანუ საფრთხოთ იფრინოსო და he's also wishing you the best and safe fight and then
წარმატებებს უსურვებ. ძალიან მაგარი პიროვნებაა პირველ რიგში ადამიანში.
He's really good person.
და გაუმარჯოს რა, კაი კაცია, ჩავალ, რა ვიცი.
He respects you as a person and he respects your dignity. So, yeah.
თავარია უბრალოდ მოჩე შეჯიბრება და ბრძოლა გარდაუვალია, ეგ ძმებს შორისაც მოსულა და დანარჩენი მე არაფრის დამთმობი არა ვარ და წარმატებებს უსურვებ.
Yeah. He's wishing you the best and also for himself.
Okay, and the last thing before closing, and somebody said that when did Levan said that he's gonna kill Devon? Levan never said that. Levan never ever said that he's gonna kill Devon. He said that this kind of things, disrespects are taken that way in Georgia. But he said he will go in a civilized way to Dubai, arm wrestle, beat Devon, and come back to Georgia. He never said he's gonna kill Devon. He said that this kind of things taken differently in Georgia, but he never ever said that himself wanted to do such thing or will do such thing or ever felt such thing. But he said he's gonna go arm wrestle and come back because I mean we need to be honest, you know. He never said that people are making this how to say
they are twisting words
spreading around like this happened that way. I did that interview and never ever said such thing, you know. Just let's be honest, guys, you know. Anyways, maybe it is good that, you know, for promotion of the event or something, but you know, the guy never said such thing. Anyways, thank you everyone for joining us on the chat, and thank you very much, Dave. Sorry for taking too long. And
that's okay. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we are honored, and then hope to see you very soon. And Gennady, also you, thank you very much for joining. And I will be just like holding my breath, and then because I organized the event, I will be watching from the closest possible place your match. It will be great.
სუნთქვას შეკავებული ვუყურებო თქვენს матჩსო. ყველაზე ახლო წერტილიდან შევხედავ სუნთქვას შეკავებული, იმიტომ რომ ორგანიზერი ვარ და ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანია ჩემთვის ეგ матჩი.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you and you take care.
Yeah, he's sending big thanks to you, Engin, for giving him opportunity to pull Dave, and he's very honored and he's very grateful and thankful for you.
Every athlete. Every athlete, including Gennady and Dave, are there not because of having opportunity, because they deserve to be there. Anyways, once again,
thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.